Hey you guys, Steve Whipple here for WHIPFIT Maui with a really big concept that I'm going to try to answer in a really simple way. It is not a diet, it is a way of living and a way of eating that is working for me that I am currently doing. And that's why I'm sharing it with you, because it's only my experience, so I'm going to share it with you. Everything's different for everyone, so if this isn't for you, I get it. It's called intermittent fasting, and when I first heard the word fasting, I was like, absolutely not. That's just fine, I'm good. Because this boy eats. I've always eaten. I always eat, and I eat a lot. It's well known. So the word fasting was never going to be in my vocabulary, especially when the old way of thinking for me was eat a lot, lift heavy. At one point I was like getting close to 200 pounds, eating a lot, and that's where the change had to come for me. I was eating so much food all the time, and then recovering from the food that I just ate, that I was getting tired of eating. I was having the weight gain, I was having it, but at the loss of, my flat stomach, which mentally messes with you, but also at the loss of my motivation. I was sleeping too much. I don't want to say I was getting depressed, but my normal self was not there, because all I was doing was eating and processing, trying to process, eating some more, sleeping, and lifting. It got to be not fun, and a lot of money went into buying food and making food and eating food, and I was like, man, I don't know. I don't know. And then one day at the gym I saw a buddy of mine who looked really good, and I thought to myself, what's that all about? And I said, Nate, what are you doing? Why do you look like this? And he told me about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting. What is it? You can research it online, and you should, because it's a lot of information to take in for yourself and figure out how you want to process it, like I did. So I'm going to share with you my experience. What it is a system of eating where you decide when you want to eat. You have an 8-hour window of food consumption. Only 8 hours. Now already I know that freaks some people out. It freaked me out too. But then add in another part where you're sleeping for 8 hours, right? So you can eat for 8 hours, you're sleeping for 8 hours, that's 16 hours right there. So, in a 24-hour period, you're really not only eating, for, another 8 hours, if that makes any sense. I'll try. So here's what I do. Here's my experience. I get up in the morning at 5:30, 4:45, whatever. I don't have any food at all until 1 o'clock, unless I'm dying, and then I sneak in at 12:30. In the morning I have iced coffee, as black as possible. A little cream's fine. Little, but I'm talking like little. So iced coffee, water, and green tea. I'm a huge fan of green tea right now. It's the best. I should have been a fan of it before. But fill up your stomach with liquid. It'll give you a sensation of being full, and you won't be hungry. And I'm like, I know you guys are like, what? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If that's true for you, have your breakfast, start your window at a different time. You pick your own window. I choose mine to be around 1. I try to get my workout in right at like 12 o'clock, so it butts right up to my first bit of food that I can eat around 1. Between 1 and like 7, I can pretty much eat whatever I want, because that's my window. And I know that you're going to be like, yes, I am so chowing down on everything. I'm going to have a whole cake, and I'm going to have pizza sandwiches. It sounds like that's what would happen, and it's not, because you start to want to do things better. You want to eat better because you're doing this. You're making the effort to do this process, and so you want to do this right as well. So what I do in my window, I eat as much protein as I can. I'm not gonna lie, I eat a little bad. I do, but it's okay because you process it all. I'm a big fan. You're gonna freak out. You're gonna freak out. I'm a big fan of the McDonald's bacon McDouble sandwiches. I get it with no onion and no cheese. I do, I'm not gonna lie, but I try to get some chicken in there, I get a salad in there, but I eat, I eat. I eat a little bit like after my workout, Then I chill. If I want to have a yogurt or something in between, I'm hugely addicted to yogurt. It's terrifying. I can eat an entire case in a day. So I'll have a yogurt. I'm still drinking my green tea, my iced coffee, and then right around like 6 or 7, I have dinner. I have a good dinner. Not a huge dinner, a good dinner. So what is this? So now, boom, 7 o'clock is here. I am now done eating until 1 o'clock the next day when I start it all over again. A lot of that is built-in sleep time. And I've divided up the day when I'm quote-unquote hungry in the morning and then at night, right before bed. So I put my window right in the middle of the day. So what about being hungry? You will sabotage yourself more quicker than any physical reaction you will have to this by mentally telling yourself, I am starving, I have got to eat. The more you fixate on that versus the goal that you're trying to get, you'll set yourself up for failure. You will either absolutely go to a buffet and overdo it, or you will run your car through a plate glass window because you're so hangry. I don't know. Hangry is hungry and angry. Hangry. So don't. You know, you're setting up a goal for yourself. You know, you want to achieve this goal. This is just a small side effect of your goal. So don't let it affect what you're trying to do. Breathe. Stay with it. You'll make it through. And if you can, you'll start to see the rewards, because what the process of this is as follows. It's fascinating, and I'm going to explain it simply, because that's how my brain needs to hear it too. The average human body consumes so much more food now than we need. In our modern day society, portions are bigger, we eat more frequently, and we snack more frequently as well. So think about it. You know, it takes, like, the average is a good, like, 4 to 5, maybe 6 hours to digest a meal. So think about it. If you get up in the morning and you have a big breakfast like they say you're supposed to, how many of you wait 4 or 5 or even 6 hours until you eat something again? Nobody. You know? So your body is still trying to process your breakfast, right? So here comes your late morning snack, whatever, a donut. You know, whatever. So now that stacks on top of your breakfast. Your body's still trying to process breakfast. Boom, there's a donut. And then you're like, maybe I'll have a milkshake or a frappuccino or something like that. Boom, stack that on top of the donut, right? So it's like around 11:30. I'm going to take an early lunch. Boom, there goes lunch on top of it. Your body is almost done processing breakfast. Almost, maybe. So now you've got a snack, you got a soda, you got other stuff stacked on top of it, and here comes lunch. Boom. So now lunch is trying to get through your system. Then you're adding on after lunch, like a snack, a piece of cake, a cupcake. I don't know, maybe you want some tacos because you get like late afternoon hunger. You know, you run and you get yourself Starbucks. You want an ice cream cone, whatever. Stack that on top of it, right? Okay? So now your body's finished processing breakfast. It's trying to get through lunch and your snacks. And now it wraps around, here comes your dinner, right? So now you're eating dinner. Your body can't process everything. And then heaven forbid if you have a snack or dessert after, or before you go to bed, or in the middle of the night, or if you're a late night eater, if you wake up out of a deep sleep to eat, your body just can't keep up with what you're doing to it. It's having like digestion fatigue. I just made that up right now. Your body can't fully process everything, so it doesn't. It can't, so it doesn't. What this has done for me is it is fully processing all of my food, because first of all, I'm not taking in a ton. My body is not sure if it's going to eat, hence the fasting part. So when it does get food, it absorbs it 100% and uses it as efficiently as possible, because it's not sure if it's going to get more. Because that's the way it's set up. Your body has now set it up to be that. Your body right now, the way you're eating, it's like, so what if I get to it? I'm having more in a few minutes, and you know, I'm gonna have a snack. Retrain your body to process your food. I don't know how to say this well, my elimination, my time in the bathroom has gotten substantially smaller. And I mean that in several ways, because my body is fully using all the nutrients I'm putting into it. Therefore, I am losing weight. I am leaner than I ever have been, maybe back into like college days. I'm I'm stronger, my workouts are stronger, my sleep is better, my energy level is better. All this stuff that I was like, if I'm fasting, that's not going to be my story. There's no way I'm going to have higher energy fasting. I'm going to be grumpy, I'm going to sleep all day, I'm going to be mad, and it's not true. And so what's happening is I'm having a better experience, and I'm eating less, you know? And if I want to cheat a little bit, now I can, because my body will process that too. It is now completely using everything that I'm giving it efficiently, and every day I reset the clock. Now this is a huge concept to jump into. So if you're unsure about it, if you're like, whoa, I can't commit to this, I get it. I wasn't sure either. I liked it immediately. I saw the results immediately, so I went for it. But if you're unsure, do your research, find out the way that it's going to work for you, and then, try it for a day. One day. Just see, Maybe the first time's not going to work for you. Maybe the next time you try it for a weekend. Maybe you do it once a month. Or maybe if you like it, you do it once a week. Or maybe if you like it, it becomes a way of living your life, like mine now is. I'm sticking with this. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask me them. I know I had questions. It took me a while to actually put this all together. But once I did, I was like, yeah, I'm sticking with it. So I hope I explained it well. I try to do the best as I can. I often have several different thoughts happening at the same time. But let me know your experience. I'm interested in hearing. All right. Aloha. Thank you so much.